I can stand here all day long and Bryn could do reading after reading of what it means to love somebody. But in the end, I'll tell you, nobody loves perfectly. We all do the best we can. But nobody does perfectly without ever making a mistake. And if you invited only perfect people to be here today as guests, I wouldn't be here. But today, you're surrounded by better than perfect people. You're surrounded by loving people. That's what the call in the scriptures is. And we've heard this through little children that God is love. Well, and you love each other, you make God present. God is here with us right here, right now. Simply your love for each other. So we now ask if Bryn Marley could share with us our reading. Now, we know that no reading will totally capture what it means for you to love each other. They're all hints and glimpses and little peeking into what it means. But we'd ask if Bryn could share that with us now.
Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warm to the other. Now there is no more loneliness, now there is no more loneliness. Now you are two bodies, but there is only one life before you. Go now into your dwelling place to enter into your days together, and may your days be good and long.
Marie and Taylor, in a few moments, when you make your promises of love to each other, in essence, you'll be saying you promise to love each other for the rest of your lives. And anybody here could come to you and say, oh my goodness, there's so many miles left in those bones, and how could you really promise to do something for so long without knowing the future? That's a valid question. But the answer really is, there's so much about the future that you don't have a clue about, and neither do I. We all have hopes and dreams, but really what's going to happen, there's a lot we don't have a clue about. But what you're saying today is, you promise to love each other regardless of the future. Regardless of what that is, you promise to love each other. So that's why we're celebrating. Now, you don't know much about the future. You don't know everything about yourself, much less know everything about the other person. That's a daily discovery. But what do you know? You do know that God loves you. And in your love for each other, God is present. And all these people love you. That's what you know for sure. So I now ask you, Marie and Taylor, have you come here freely, without reservation, without holding anything back? Have you come here to promise your love to each other in marriage? I, Taylor, take you, Marie, to be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as we both shall live. It's going to be a long time. I, Marie, take you, Taylor, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as we both shall live. Yes, God's blessing. With this ring, I promise my faith and trust. Amen. With this ring,
I
I promise my faith and trust.
promise my faith and trust.
Amen. Now, Marie and Taylor just made their promises of love to each other, and you know the temptation is to go off and run to the next event. Great evening planned for you here. This will be wonderful. But I'm going to suggest we give these two people permission, maybe for 6 or 7 seconds. Don't say anything at all. Just quietly, I propose you quietly look around to see how beautiful your ceremony looks. If I don't do this for you, you'll remember nothing of this event. I want you to look at the texture of the carpet, look at the weird designs. Look at those faces, my God, they're little angels. Well, I mean, those are angels, but you know. Look at them. Okay, that's not. I mentioned to all of you at the beginning of the ceremony how important you've been in the past, how important it is that you're here now. And you know, for the last few minutes, you've been listening very politely to everything being said. And really, in just a little while, it's going to get rather messy around here. Because, well, we're going to be at the reception. You see, there'll be wonderful food and music and people walking around and talking. And you'll be telling stories all evening. And probably half the stories you'll tell won't be true, but that's okay. The main thing is that we sit here together, eating together. Look into our faith histories and our family histories. The most amazing things have always happened in the context of a meal. So I can promise to all of you here this evening, as good as you were when you arrived here this evening, you're going to leave here better. Or as crummy as you might have thought you were when you got here today. Lost, oh my God, I'm just so worthless. You're going to leave here better. Just because of these two people, their generosity, and God's presence with us this evening, even though it's so much fun tonight. And right now we ask God's blessings upon you. And please remember that a blessing is not something where I really think that I could say something that would make God treat the two of you better tomorrow, better than God treated you yesterday. What a really weird thought that would be. Because God has loved you flat out, 100%. Always has. Well, then what's a blessing? What a blessing does is recognize God's presence where God already is and celebrates it. So may the two of you always have the eyes, you see through the eyes of faith, the eyes of love. You always see God's presence. May you always celebrate God's presence. So we ask God's blessings upon you. And it now gives me a great honor and joy to present to all of you for the very first time. I now present Taylor and Marie for the first time as husband and wife, and I think we show our approval with a very simple applause.